All right, well, we are back in the shop and we are doing another quick OBS repair today. So let me go over to the bench, show you what we're working with, and also describe some of the symptoms I've been dealing with the truck, and hopefully we can get this fixed once and for all. And here on the workbench, we have our little cab lights and third brake light and the little pigtail that basically plugs in to all of this. And you know, these are gonna be our bed lights, and then this is our third brake light. And it's a super common problem on these OBSs for basically that pigtail to get all sorts of burned up, and it causes some weird problems with the drivability of the truck. So let me kind of pull these light bulbs out and show you what I mean by burned up, because they get really bad. And so this is what I'm dealing with. 30 years of God knows what. This thing is all burnt up. And the worst, and equally my most problematic, this is my third brake light. And basically, this isn't even intermittent at best. Even after trying to clean it and everything, it basically does not work. And as strange as that may sound, when the third brake light does not work on these OBS trucks, it actually messes with the torque converter lockup. And the symptom you'll run into, and especially what I'm running into right now, is especially on very light throttle, I get crazy torque converter shudder where it just shakes because it's kind of locking and unlocking really quickly. And you know, this is obviously messing with the performance of the truck. It is not good for the torque converter. And I really need to fix this before I do some permanent damage to the transmission. So that's what we're gonna do today. And this is my solution. I managed to source some new pigtails. I'll put the link in the description below for these, but these are only about $3 each, I think. Shipped to me, it was under $20. And my goal is to basically recreate the pigtail with all new sockets, so we do not have this issue for many, many years to come. You will notice this socket here for the cab lights. Obviously it has 4 wires coming out. And when we look at our pigtails, they all have 2. So we're gonna have to do a little improvising to make this still work, but I think I have an idea that should do it. And then most critically, and probably where we'll start today, this is the third brake light. So we're gonna get this removed and everything soldered in here probably first. Well, let's get started. And just so we kind of know what we're working with, I'm gonna cut the old ones pretty close. But yeah, look at that, guys. No wonder it wasn't working. So, do that. All right, get a little closer for you guys. There she goes. All right, and the copper looks good inside, which is a good sign. I'll probably cut this just slightly longer, just so I have a little more to work with in case I make a mistake. Do the same with the wire stripper. There we go. So, pigtail prepped. Let's get on with the next step. All right, I think you guys probably seen folks using these, but they work pretty well. So, gonna give it a shot with this. Just gonna twist this up. Slide this little guy in like so. And the nice thing about these guys is they're actually pretty weatherproof as well. A few things going on here, right? But we have our little weatherproof solder joint. So I'm gonna use a little heat gun. So you can see this little solder joint shrunk up and the solder wicked the whole way through. But just remember to get a good connection here. Like I mentioned, especially the one I'm doing right now. This is controlling your torque converter lockup. So you will have issues if you have a poor connection and the light's not lighting up. So this is our torque converter one, equally the third brake light. So this should be good now. Obviously we have this guy to do and its brother down here. I'm gonna let this cool down for a few minutes just so I don't get too much heat into all the wires here, and then we'll get on with the next one. Okay, well things have cooled down a little bit. We're now gonna work on the cab lights here. Now, like I mentioned, this socket here has kind of 4 wires coming out. Obviously the pigtails only have 2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this right here, and then I'm actually gonna splice both the new ones in to the harness right here instead. So it should give us the same result, but just doing it slightly different. So we'll give this a little snip and a little snip. And this is equally pretty crusty, so glad we're doing this. This wire stripper is great 90% of the time. There we go. That's this piece prepped. And so we're wanting to somewhat replicate this, and I'm going to do the same, leave a little extra. So I think on this side we'll do this and this. We'll strip those down while we're at it. That should get us this guy. And then on this side, we want to equally make sure we have plenty of length. And then obviously we're tucking up more like this. Let's try twisting these together now. There we go. All right. Let this one cool down, and we'll do the last one. There we go. So same thing, let's let this cool down for a few minutes. We can check out the end result. Okay, well, we're cooled down. These are the bulbs I had in there. Honestly, they seem okay. A couple of them look a little questionable, but we'll give them a try. And you know, if they're problematic, we'll switch them out. It definitely slots in there a lot nicer. More beat up, to be honest, but I think for sake of testing, we can give this a shot. And just remember the third brake light's the critical one. So, and then this is the kind of cab lights here, third brake light. This is hanging on for dear life. I super glued this little shield in too. This seal is completely shot on mine. It'd be nice if I could get a new one, but we can do that on a separate video. But anywho, let's get this now, put it behind us. We should basically with a little persuasion go in. There we go. That one's in nicely. The new ones are so much more pliable than the ones I took out. I'm just being mindful of the fact that I'm dealing with 30-year-old plastic for the main lens here, so I'm not trying to be too heavy-handed, but applying a good piece of pressure to it. And then lastly, this guy. Kind of see some of the issues this thing's had, melting, so I want to investigate what the correct bulbs are to prevent this from getting worse as well. All right, well, that's the pigtail assembled in the third brake light housing. So let's get in the back of the truck, get this thing installed and give it a test and see if we're back in business. So you find me at the back of the truck. This is the harness pigtail that comes out of the back of the cab. I just gave this a wipe down here. There's a lot of dirt and buildup, but we have our assembly. We're gonna plug it in. Do my best not to break these clips where possible. All right, I'm gonna push this all back in carefully. There you have it. There's this one. Sorry for the wind out here this afternoon. It's a little unexpected, but get this screwed back in and then we can do some testing. And equally with this, just be mindful. Old plastic, if you really crank it down, you risk breaking it. But obviously, in my case, I'm dealing with a pretty dried out seal too. So try and get it where it's tight enough that it doesn't allow a lot of water in. But there we have it. So I'm gonna go around and maybe we try the third brake light first, and then we'll try the cab lights. So I'll be right back. So we got one out, kind of expected. Hey, third brake light works. Awesome. So you guys probably saw some of the bulbs I put in there. It looked a little questionable. Unsurprising that one of them is not working. That's kind of why the one that looked a little questionable I put in the bed light. It should not affect the torque converter lockup. I'm gonna do a little research, see what the correct bulbs are, order a set of those, and we'll put those in so we have brand new in there so that everything works as it should and we don't risk any issues in the future, and hopefully no more melting as well. All right, well, it's been a few days, and as I mentioned, I was waiting on some new light bulbs. So we got a couple here, got one more. We're gonna put these in because I think basically the old ones were a little flaky. And as we went to the effort of making this nice new harness, it only makes sense to have nice new light bulbs as well. Here's the last one. Clip that in. And as you can see, I think I showed this already, but if you put the wrong bulbs in, you risk melting the bottom. So this has obviously been done in the past on the truck. So I did go ahead and put the correct bulbs in. There we go. We can and tuck this back in, like so. Breezy here this morning. Hopefully you guys can hear okay. Let's get both these started. There you go. All right, well, let's give this a try and see if everything works now. So I think when we open the door, there we go. It's a good sign. Now let's hit that brake pedal. Look at that. So we should be back in business, and that should also resolve our torque converter lockup issue that I've been having. All right, guys, well, there you have it. I have successfully rebuilt the third brake light pigtail. Total cost, including the light bulbs, is about $25. Super cheap. I will leave the parts list in the description below so you can source those yourself. And like I said, this is something you can knock out in an afternoon. Pretty straightforward. If you just take your time so that you don't cut the wires wrong, you'll be good to go. It means you'll have working bed lights and, most importantly, a torque converter that locks up correctly. So I hope you guys found this helpful. It certainly made my truck a lot more enjoyable. And for those of you that are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. I'm doing my best to grow the channel so I can continue to bring this type of content to you in the hopes that you find it useful and interesting and see what it's like to maintain a small car collection like this on your own. I am a hobbyist, but I really enjoy doing these repairs myself. Even some of the crazy ones like tearing the Range Rover engine all the way down to a short block and building it back together again. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.